Hi everyone, welcome back to the Vinyl Vault. Today's selection is slightly different to normal. Normally I'm picking up LPs, sometimes some 12 inches, sometimes 45s, but not often. I normally go looking for LPs. And today I hardly saw any, to be honest. I did see one box of LPs. It was sort of Dean Martin, some classical, Top of the Pops LPs, that sort of thing. So I didn't touch any of those. And I went to two boot sales and really didn't have much luck. However, on the way back to the car, at the second boot sale, I did see this box of 45s under someone's table, and I don't think it had been spotted. It was surrounded by sort of bags of clothes and shoes and so on, but I just happened to catch the corner of the box and I thought, yeah, that looks like records. So yes, I pulled it out. As you can see, it's been in storage for a long time. It's covered in muck. So that's quite exciting to get a box like that, or when you see it anyway, because you just got your fingers crossed could be some good stuff in it. So I said, how much are your records? And they said they're £1 each, or you can just take the box for 20 quid. That was basically the gist of the story. And I said, let me have a quick look. So what I did is I opened it up, and I mean, I haven't really gone through this in detail. I'm going to go through this with you now, but I'm not sure if you saw that box in front of you for 20 quid, what would you do? Would you just say, yeah, I'll have it? Well, that's what I did, and I don't know if you can see it. There's a Pink Floyd 45 at the front there. So as soon as I opened the box, I sort of got fairly excited, thinking, oh, it could all be like prog rock and stuff in there. So, and I don't know how many's in there, but what do you reckon? I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 singles maybe. So when he said 20 quid, I just decided, oh, what the hell, I'm going to do it. So yeah, I just bought them pretty much blind. They have not been out of this box. I literally went like that, saw the Pink Floyd, went like that, and just thought, you know what, let's do it. So paid £20 for these. And I suppose, not that I'm going to sell it or sell them, but I think people pay up to £10 for these boxes by themselves, even though this one needs a good old clean. So probably a good buy. Now, let's go through it. I'm going to show you up close, hopefully, if the camera can focus okay. As I say, I haven't been through these in any detail apart from sort of skimming across the top like that, so we should have a look. So this is, it's a little bit tarnished, this one, but this is Pink Floyd 45. This is the one that sold it to me, if you like. Another brick in the wall. This little picture cover doesn't tell me the year. Let's look on the label. So it is 1979. As you can see, it's quite clean. Hasn't really been played too much, I don't think. Anyway, that's Pink Floyd. So I suppose that's a good start. Right, we have Let It Be by the Beatles, Apple Records. You Know My Name, Look Up the Number. On the flip side, I haven't pulled any of these out, I haven't even pulled them out of the box, so these records are coming out for the first time. Right, that's pretty grubby. You can see the dust and dirt on that. That's the label. Underneath the dust and dirt, it actually looks quite clean, but it is very grubby. But it's been in this box for years, so, well, I say years, I don't know, I'm just guessing. Been in there for years, I reckon. So that's Let It Be. The Beatles. What else we got? It's like a lucky dip. What do you reckon? Right, this one is David Bowie, which is the A side. Not sure which is the A side. Right, this is the Laughing Gnome, 1967, up here in the corner. Duran label, and this is The Gospel According to Tony Day. I can't say, I don't know loads about Bowie, but I can't say I know either of those. Let's have a look at the condition. So that one's fairly glossy, and it's weird, how can that first one have so much dirt and dust on it and this one is quite clean? So that one's actually, that's in really nice condition. Maybe because that other one was at the front of the box, I'm not sure. Right, next out, ready? Let's see what we got. Okay, Motorhead, the Golden Years live EP. I don't normally buy a lot of 45s, but as I say, there was no LPs, so this seemed like a good buy. On the bronze label. Of course, smells a bit musty, that one. Oh, that's upside down. Sorry. Hold on, people. Let's do this justice. Where's the A side? Right, so this is the A side. As you can see, quite clean vinyl. However, it is dusty, which I'm sure you can pick up in the picture. So that's Motorhead. Nice little picture cover. Next out, okay, another Motorhead record. This is Overkill. That's quite a nice Larry cover. 1979. Bronze Records. Show you the vinyl on this one. Let me just find the A side. Right, that's the A side. Again, quite clean, but it is dusty. B side. What's that say? Too Late, Too Late. That's Motorhead. Right, next one. Okay, this is John Lennon, and the track. Let's pull it out to show you. Again, this is quite clean. This is Just Like Starting Over. I think you call that. I think that label. I think they call that injection molded labels, where it's got like silver on black. That's side 2. If I can get that in focus. That's Yoko Ono on that side, and that's just like got a hole punched on one side of the sleeve, and the other side is standard. Right, what's next? Okay, this looks like Rolling Stones. Yeah, the Rolling Stones just up here, look on the spine. So the spine is flat for some reason. I don't know if it's meant to be like that. I don't know if these wouldn't really have a thick spine. So that's Rolling Stones. Catalogue number looks like DFE 8620. This is Got Live If You Want It. Looks quite old, this, doesn't it? Right, this is by the way, that's like a laminated sleeve. They did make nice sleeves back in those early days. This is, what year is this? I don't think it says a year, and this is side 1. So this is a conditions. It's got quite a few sort of surface marks and scratches on this one, and it looks like a couple of tracks on there. This side's worse, not as nice condition this side. So that's Rolling Stones. I can't say I've seen that one before. Well, I can't say I've seen many of these before. I don't really look at 45s normally, because more often than not they're junk. Yeah, more often than not the 45s that I do stop and look at are like just, I think, what you'd call pop records from the, I don't know, 50s and 60s, and there seems to be hundreds of them. Right, this is Thin Lizzy, Killer on the Loose. This looks quite wicked, quite nice glossy sleeve, and it's got, I don't know if this has got 2 singles in it or something, so this is a bit odd. So yeah, there's 2 records in here. Let's see what they are. Right, this is again that sort of injection moulded silver and black silver label. That's side A, and that track is called Killer on the Loose, and this is Don't Play Around, which is side B. Is that going to focus? Quite nice clean vinyl. So that's that. Now I'm not intrigued to wonder what the other record is in here. Why is there two singles in this sleeve? Alright, so this one's on a green injection mould. Oh, this is side C. This is Chinatown Live. And on the flip is Got to Give It Up Live. So again, quite nice condition there. That's quite a pleasant surprise to get them in that condition. Right, let me put that one away. So yeah, that's like a double pack. Any Thin Lizzy fans watch my channel? Is that going to go in there? I might have to skip that. Will that go in? Right. Yeah. Any Thin Lizzy fans? Is that any good? Looks good. Okay. Then we have, what is this? Right. This is quite grubby. This one, if you can see that. So that's got a lot of dust and dirt. I'm not sure you can pick it up. Dust and dirt on it. Probably sat down for years. Right. That is called The Wild Places. It's a little picture disc. Duncan Brown. I don't know who that is. 1978. Any good? Don't know what that is. I assume it's like a pop record. It's very heavy though. There's a picture disc. Right, what we got next? Okay, this is John Lennon, Imagine, on Apple Records. Looks to be 1971. John and Yoko and Phil Spector, Working Class Hero, I think. Again, don't know lots about that. Well, that's clean. Well, that's like a slightly dusty, but that is like mint vinyl. I don't know if you can see the gloss on that. Do like a bit of glossy vinyl. This one's got some age spotting on the flip side, but the vinyl is like really glossy. So that's nice. I'm not sure how many records these little boxes hold, but I'm estimating maybe 40 or 50. This is side A. This is Message in a Bottle, The Police, on A&M, and Landlord on the flip. So look at the condition. Wow, this person really looks after their records. This is, again, really clean, really glossy. Just some dust. It's lovely to find records in pristine condition. Right, what's this one? Dead Kennedys. Too Drunk to... Oh, I can't even say that. I'm going to put my thumb over that. I don't want that to... don't want to get some sort of strike for being outrageous. So that's the rear cover. And now that is in good condition, but again it's dusty. I'm going to cover up what it says because, as I say, I don't want anyone moaning. And that's the flip side. Again, clean, come on, in focus please. Clean vinyl, but you can see the dust and dirt and so on down this side. So that's an interesting cover. Let me show you that again. Dead Kennedys. Not sure about that, but that could be a punk record maybe. Right, what's next? This is... Now I'm going to get told off for the way I pronounce this. Lynyrd Skynyrd, I think. Lynyrd Skynyrd, I think. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I got told off before by one of my subscribers, or just some random person that was watching moaning at me that I pronounced it incorrectly. Well, I don't know what you call them. It's on MCA Records anyway, and this is Free Bird. And this side was Sweet Home Alabama. That rings a bell. In the correct MCA sleeve, which is interesting. Let me pull out the record again. A few spots on it and a bit of dust, but other than that, the vinyl's really glossy. So I don't think these got played much. Not sure you can see it on this one. There's some sort of scuff marks there on that side, but other than that it's good. Nice to see these records in their original company sleeves. Right, what's this one? Mike Oldfield. This is called Wonderful Land, is it? That's what it looks like. Let's pull it out, show you. This is on the Virgin Records label, 1980. Again, really glossy vinyl, just dusty. You can see the dust specks on there. Let me flip it over. Oh no, this is the A side. This is Sheba. Again, a bit of gloss. Don't you just love getting records that are really nice and shiny? Okay, this is a good little box if you ask me. This is AC/DC, Highway to Hell, little picture sleeve, 1979. This one's got cat hairs on it. It's on Atlantic. Again, condition of vinyl is good, apart from there's a cat hair there if you can see it. and then this is side 2. So yeah, nice condition. Yeah, I'm not a big singles or 45 collector really, but this is quite a nice box. Electric Light Orchestra Confusion, Last Train to London. I have seen some of these before at boot sales, but normally they're just, because they're not in a box like this, they're normally trash. You know, the edges are all worn, the seams are split and all sorts, but this little box has protected them for many years. So I suppose it's always worth stopping if you find a box like this, worth stopping and having a look at condition, because they seem to be well protected in here. Jet Records, 19, what year is this? What year did I say? 1979, and Last Train to London. So that's ELO. Right, what's this one? Right, this is on Apple. Is this going to be Beatles? What is this? Apple 13. John and Yoko. Give Peace a Chance. Plastic Ono band. And Remember Love. Again, this one is, that's mint. That is mint. I'm not sure which side's the A side, but that is really minty condition. Just some dust specks on it. That's the other side. So really nice. I mean, that's probably the nicest Apple 45s I've ever found. As I say, I've seen them over the years, but they're normally absolutely trashed and played to death. Right, this one is David Bowie. Get it up the right way. That's side A on RCA. This is called Alabama Song 1980 with Space Oddity on the B side. Condition of this one, again, exceptionally nice condition. Just dusty, and will need a really good clean, but the vinyl, there's no real scratches or anything, so that's a result. Right, what's next? This is, okay, as you can see, it's got age spotting on the sleeve. Don't quite know how that happens. What is that? Is that mould? It's just very odd way that they go. Right, this is With Love, Thin Lizzy, that's the B side. Vertigo label, and Waiting for an Alibi, that's side A, with the 45 adapter in the middle. So that might have been a jukebox record at some point in the past. Again, dusty but clean. If that makes any sense. Can you be dusty and clean? I guess that makes sense. Injection molded labels. Just a sleeve lets it down on that one. I wonder if, as I'm not a big 45 person, I'm not sure if all of these labels originally had company sleeves. Earlier there was an MCA record with an MCA sleeve, but did all companies do company sleeves, or did they just come in these plain white ones? Who knows? Maybe let me know if you know. Oh yeah, by the way, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please, and feel free to leave a comment if you're a fan of any of this music. This one, again, it's got a 45 adapter, so it could have been a jukebox record. It is Roxy Music, and it's called Dance Away, 1979, and Cry Cry Cry. I don't know if any of these records that I've pulled out so far are sought after or in demand or hard to find. They all look like sort of classic artists that probably sold quite well, but you never know. One of these or two of these might be slightly more tricky to find, especially in good condition. This one is Whitesnake, Long Way From Home, Trouble, Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City. That's the rear. This would have been bought in Woolworths. You can just see the remnants of a Woolworths sticker there. So yeah, again, sleeves in quite nice condition. Again, vinyl's, apart from dust, the vinyl's mint, no real scratches or anything. So I'm really pleased with this little purchase. Has anyone been counting how many records I've pulled out so far? That's got to be at least 20, surely. Maybe the box holds about 40 or something like that. Right, what's this one? The Tourists, Summer's Night, and I Only Want to Be With You. The Tourists, are they a punk group? I think I've had something by them before. Or would you call it new wave? Not entirely sure how that all works. And I could be way off track. That's the B-side. Again, glossy vinyl, just dusty. Then we've got Skyhooks, Women in Uniform. This is, doesn't say the year on the sleeve. Whoa, I was not expecting that. And there's no clue on the sleeve that that was going to be on green vinyl. Check that out. How nice is that? That is, yeah, vintage colour vinyl. This is 1978. That's mad green. I love it. And I was not expecting that, so that's really nice. Yeah, what's the flip side? BB Boogie. So that's, never seen that before. That's interesting. Okay, what have we got? This is Kate Bush on stage. This is like a, look at that, tiny little gatefold. That's mad. On stage, don't know what that, was she doing a stand up or something? Must be on stage, must be a concert. Right, there's no little inner sleeve. I was expecting with this gatefold, the way it was designed, to maybe have a little inner sleeve, but it doesn't. It says Play It Loud on the sleeve. Record is practically mint, which is the A side. Don't know, but that's what it looks like. You can see it's really glossy. It says Play It Loud on the centre part there, and that is the other side. I'm not sure which is the A side because I can't work it out. That's that one. That's really clean. That's Kate Bush. Come on, let's put that away. In you go. I can't seem to get that back in the sleeve. Right, there you go. Kate has gone in. Right, who's this? Dr. Feelgood, As Long as the Price is Right. Dr. Feelgood. These are nice little picture covers, aren't they? Whoa, look at that. Totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. Had no idea. Look at the colour of that vinyl. That is crazy good. Check that out. That's like purple. That's just cheered me up no end. That is mad. Yeah, that's such a nice colour. Look at that. Amazing. I had no idea that was like that. I wonder if these colour vinyl are collectible or hard to find, or were they just standard? That's mad. Unexpected, but well pleased. Okay, this looks like it's Kate Bush, Babushka. Can't see the, oh yeah, 1980. Black vinyl. Was gonna pulling that out open, it might be another coloured vinyl. Right, which is the A side? No idea. I think this is the A side. Right, so again, really glossy vinyl, no real scratches, just some hair and dust. Look at that. That is clean. That is clean. Oh, it's just a pleasure to pick up 45s like this. Okay, next out. That's got a lot of writing on it. That is called Supertramp. And the back here it says Just Another Nervous Wreck. Right, this one might have been a jukebox record maybe. It's got the centre adapter, but this one is not as good condition as the others. This is a bit grubby. It's not too bad. I'm not sure if you can pick it up. It's quite dusty and a few light scratches on it. And again, it's got the adapter in it, so could have been a jukebox record maybe. Then we have, what's this? Suzi Quatro, Space Cadets, She's in Love with You, which is the A side. This is the A side. Now, I don't know if I might not be doing it justice, but if I think I saw this Suzi Quatro record by itself in a stack, I wouldn't buy it, but it could be quite good. But when it's in a box like this, it comes as part of the deal. Again, these records were never played hardly, I don't think. They're just dusty. on the rack label. Anyone out there a big 45 collector? What's this one? Okay, this one again. This is what I was talking about earlier. Company sleeves. They look really nice. That's a Harvest company sleeve. This one's deep purple, and it's called Speed King. Black Knight on this side. But that is interesting. At some point, if you can pick it up on the camera, at some point someone's written 39p on there. So must have been in the sale at some point. Again, glossy but just really dusty, and a little bit of pen mark on the label, which is unfortunate. But I do love those company sleeves. Okay, what is next? What is this? John Williams Romanza. That's side 2. Cavatina, whatever that means. John Williams, isn't he a classical composer? 1971. Doesn't he do the sorry, John Williams, doesn't he do the like movie soundtracks and stuff like that? I guess that's him. Oh, Rolling Stones record. This one's called The Last Time, Paint It Black, the Rolling Stones singles collection. Does that mean it should have been in a box set? Stone 5 up there in the corner. And it is quite grubby, but again, no real scratches or anything on it. I think again this is injection moulded type labels, and that's actually the A side. When we talk about injection moulded labels, I've just heard other people talk about it. I think rather than stick a paper label on it, somehow I guess they inject the dye or something into the, I don't know, into the label when it's being pressed. This is Cher. This was actually bought in Asda, look, £1.99. This is 1992, so this is a bit later, I think, compared to the others. Again, great condition, just very dusty and dirty. Then we have Cher again, Could Have Been You, 91. Right, what's this one? This is the original motion pictures score, Midnight Cowboy. That's obviously from a film. Again, just dust, no scratches. There's not even this doesn't even look like these have been played. They've just picked up dust from laying around for years. And that's got Fun City on the flip side. I don't know if that's any good. Okay, this one is Randy Crawford, Rainy Night in Georgia, 1981. So these ones here at the back are a bit more modern. Warner Brothers label, made in the UK. I don't know if that's side A or side B. Again, glossy, great condition, just dusty. A few age spots on this side of the label. I think this was well worth £20, this box. Right, this is Dr. Feelgood. This is the A side, Milk and Alcohol. Sounds like a funny mix, but Every Kind of Vice on this side. The sleeve is gem, but I'm not sure if that's part of, this is RCA and this is United Artists, so I'm not really sure if they're related. Right, this one has some scratches and is pretty worn, if I'm honest. Pretty worn, that one. That is not, it's not anywhere near as good condition as the others. This one is Rod Stewart Passion. I think that's the A side. That's the B side. Again, really glossy, just dusty. Then we've got Diana Ross, It's My House. Now unfortunately this one's quite tarnished on the front, but I've never seen that little picture sleeve before. EMI Records, Motown label, again clean vinyl without scratches, but it is dusty and it's going to need a real clean. This side is Sparkle. So yeah, vinyl's pretty good. This one is okay. This is Village People. This is the A side, In the Navy. And this side is Manhattan Woman. Again, 45 adapter in it. Okay, Epic. REO Speedwagon. This is side A, Keep On Loving You. Company sleeve, which is nice. And Follow My Heart. Again, just like the others, excellent condition vinyl, just dusty. Right, what have we got next? This one's got loads of writing on it, so someone's written a letter to someone here. I'm not going to share all that with you quick, but it's in the Atlantic Group sleeve. Vinyl is glossy but it needs a clean. 45 adapter in it. Aretha Franklin, I Say a Little Prayer. This is the Oldies series. So that's not an original, that's a reissue. Then Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, Rocky theme. You all know that one. Massive selling record, no doubt. Good, clean, glossy copy. Oh, okay, now we're getting to a bit more cheese. This is Stars on 45. I have seen this, I've never picked one of these up by choice. This is it's like a little compilation, I think, 1981, CBS. It could be a little mix. Looks like it's got loads of tracks on it. Yeah, not going to go into that in any great detail. Who's this? This is Dave Stewart with Barbara Gaskin. That's an unusual cover. It's My Party. I'm just looking, that's not that it means much to anyone, but that looks like a classic Moog synthesizer there in the background. Again, really clean condition, just dust. So on the Stiff label, and that is, I don't know, 1981. Okay, what's this? Slick. On the Fantasy label. No, 1979. Quite good condition. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. TV theme music. Was that any good? I remember the name. 1980. Have no idea how that tune went. Glossy, clean glossy vinyl. Just, you can hear it probably, just dusty and a little bit of dust and so on in that one. Okay, another record on Epic. The Nolans. Well, we're getting a bit of a different feel going on now. This is the Nolans on Epic. From what I remember, that was the Nolans were a group of sisters from Ireland, I believe. Okay. Jim Steinman, Storm, Epic label, but slightly unusual Epic label. Bit, whoa, it's a bit dusty and dirty, that one. Rock and Roll. Again, same as before. Clean, just dusty. Kate Robbins and Beyond. That's side B. Side B is called Now. Side A is More Than in Love. I can't say I've ever heard of her. Vinyl is clean, but that's been, I was going to say cut thicker. That is a thicker bit of vinyl. It's really rigid. What else we got? Okay, this is Donna Summer. That's the B side. Rumour Has It, I think that's the A side. I guess that's sort of a disco-y record on Casablanca Records. Again, great condition. We're getting towards the end of the box, not quite there yet. Liquid Gold, Dance Yourself Dizzy. Again, that sounds a bit like a disco record. CBS label, Johnny Mandel, The MASH March. Oh, theme from MASH. That was a TV program, I believe. Not something I watched, but I think it was very popular. Had a big cult following that, I would say. Okay, here's another MCA company sleeve. This is the Crusaders, the Hustler, and Street Life. What a great tune. Love that tune. Really good tune. Who produced that? Wilton Felder. Such a good tune, that. Again, really glossy. Who's this? Kate Robbins. Oh, we had something by her earlier, so now I know what she looks like. I might as well show it to you. I'm not sure that she's probably really poppy, probably. Kate Robbins. Don't know anything about her. Right, this is Bill Haley and the Comets. This is a really thick sleeve. Rock Around the Clock, Shake, Rattle and Roll. It's really weird. It's really thick carded sleeve with a paper in her. Right, the label is Scoop 33. I've never seen that before. Made in Germany in the runouts. Which is the A side? I don't know. Anyway, that's one side. And this is the other side. They're really clean. Can't say I've ever seen that record before. I think it's like, looks like a reissue or something. But when I say reissue, I don't mean like modern, probably from the 70s or 80s. Oh, it says 1983 down here. Right. When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman, Dr. Hook. I know that song. That was a catchy song. That's the label. Very dusty, as you can see. That's the A side, sorry. So dusty, but clean with regards to, there's no scratches. This one is Irina Cara, Fame. So I think that's from the TV show Fame, a program that was on the telly in the 80s. Could have been the 70s maybe. That side's Never Alone. That was a big TV show. Right, what else have we got? What's this? Okay, Madonna. This is really dusty. I'm not sure you can pick that up. This is for Fever picture disc, limited edition, 1993. So yeah, that's that one. I haven't seen that before. Another Madonna record. This is Rescue Me, 1990. Sire label. Again, just dusty. If I was to clean that, that would come up immaculate. Rescue Me. I probably, if I heard that, I'd know it. That was Madonna. This one's Madonna. This is Justify My Love. 19. Again, I think this is 1990 on the Sire label. Nice and clean. Another Madonna record. Seems to be a little stash of Madonna bits at the back. These are stuck together. Try not to rip it too much. That is, yeah, that is going to rip, I'm afraid. I don't know that I can save this. Can you see that? Right, we're there. So that's Madonna. Oh, that's Holiday. That's an unusual. That must be a reissue. That is really grubby, that sleeve. Can you see it? Again, Sire label, clean vinyl, got True Blue on it, Holiday and True Blue. A bit dusty that one. Right, Cher, the Shoop Shoop song, Woolworths, £1.99 that was. It's quite a lot for his little single, 45, £1.99. When you think of it, you don't get much for £2 back in the day. What year was that? 91. Good old Woolworths. Don't we miss Woolworths? Leave a comment if you miss Woolworths. And this is the last one. This is Gladys Knight and the Pips. Ring wear on this one. Is that the B-side? I don't know. Baby Don't Change Your Mind. With a 45 adapter in it. And I love to feel that feeling. So that's that one. I didn't pull out the vinyl on that one. Whoa, that's trashed. How about that? Last record in the box is wrecked. Look at that, it's wrecked. Can you see the dirt on that? That is grubby. Right, that one might have to go in the bin. Okay, so look, there's a key in there. Look, got the key in the box. So that was the box. Pretty grubby, pretty dusty and dirty, as you can see, but pleased to have found it. It's obviously been sitting in storage for some time. So that's all I got today. Pleased I got them, but I do like to find LPs normally, but there were zero LPs. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. See you on the next video.